Now we really have hung out. We turned something into Anakin Skywalker.
I bet we would think that mosquitoes were cuter if they went meow instead of
Really be using all the sound effects today.
Fine, be that way, log.
Be that way, log.
Be that way.
I really don't know how
You don't
fire
want
works.
to cooperate, log? Go to your room.
That's good enough, isn't it? Is it not? We can just put more on.
I mean, like, the embers are the hottest part anyway, so you can just, like...
We can do the fire thing again.
A marshmallow all
Do
up
the
in
fire
there.
thing again.
What?
We can
Let
do the
DJ
fire
do
thing
the fire
again.
thing again.
What fire thing?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
The
the
breathing fire
Not
thing.
while I'm standing
yeah.
here, but definitely.
No, while Shannon is standing there.
I appreciate it. But you know what? You do.
Can we just, like, not be the Dragon of the West while Shannon is standing there?
Right.
Okay.
Should I crack open the marshmallows?
Do it. Crack open a cold marshmallow.
Oh, there we go! We hung out!
Yay!
Up earlier?
No,
It's been a
I
while.
did not.
Okay, so my family's gotten into like putting abnormal chocolatey items into s'mores. So we have
I'm really excited to put a Reese's on there.
we have Reese's, we have Kit Kats, and we have York peppermint patties. I've never tried it before, but I don't know if it'll work. So
That
The
sounds
Reese's sound
interesting.
excellent.
Yeah, the Reese's
Yeah.
sound
I'm excited
like
to try the Kit Kat.
Oh,
they're pretty fire. Not gonna lie.
pretty fire. Alright, does everyone want one?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
We have 4 sticks.
For some reason, when you said, like, unusual chocolatey items, I immediately thought of, like, pouring M&Ms onto a s'more.
Moran of the Duh.
Thank you.
I don't know why I said
Thank
your name
you,
like that.
M of the Lee.
Step bad.
Get it
That's
in
a
these.
thick ass marshmallow.
It is a thick ass. It's a square, boys.
Chunky chunky square boys.
What works here? Step. Where is it?
I wish I could see, like, the status of my
it's
marshmallow.
getting
We're
bubbly.
doing really
Ooh, it
badly.
is? We're doing
Blistery.
so good.
Excellent.
DJ, would you like a...
I love when they blister, and then it sounds disgusting.
Karina, would you like the awkward sideways one?
Please.
Tasty. That's the good shit right there.
I just like setting mine on
That's the
fire.
shit right there.
And that is the shit we like to see, my homies.
Alrighty.
Just like chucking marshmallows.
Family lamp.
I'm touching this.
Ooh.
Or
No, you can have
He
it.
doesn't need a light
We
source.
do like
source.
that.
Marshmallow is the light source.
Oh wait, no, I
That's
this
the
one.
bug spray.
I hate burnt marshmallow.
Miranda,
You
you might
hate
want to
burnt
take a look over
marshmallows?
to your right then.
If your marshmallow isn't Darth Vader by the end of it, is it really good?
No.
Yes. How do you
I mean,
tolerate
yes, sorry.
burn?
Jesus Christ.
Because it's
I'm
delicious.
spilling everything.
Tis not.
Shannon,
on
I'm
the
so
ground.
sorry.
It's okay.
I would like to not have my marshmallow be destroyed in a
Nah,
fire
I like
burnout.
an Anakin
You
Skywalker.
are a demon.
Yeah, she is.
We also have like cookies and cream Hershey's that's like red, white, and blue for some reason.
Oh my god.
I'll open that because
I'm
that's
getting
what
out
for
graham
cream
crackers.
Hershey's.
Karina, it's gonna fall off.
Oh my god, it's totally not.
No.
Anakin Skywalker.
It is. I mean,
this.
now we really have hung out. We turned something into Anakin Skywalker.
Okay. What kind of chocolate would you like?
Oh, we forgot to put chocolate on it.
Chocolate would you like? A Kit Kat? Kit Kat?
I don't have hands.
Here, I'll do it.
Is that a red, white, and blue Hershey's?
Yes. It's cookies and cream flavor though.
Have a break. Have a Kit
Did you?
I dropped half of the Kit Kat.
Do you want another Kit Kat?
Have a Kit Kat.
You can.
It's going in the fire. Tank.
Don't fall in the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
How many times have we sung that song?
Twice. Alright, what candy would you like?
Ooh, I'm between the cookies and cream and the Reese's.
Both? No.
But not at the same
No.
time.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe it.
Sure. I do not care.
Wait, toss them up in the air. Which one lands first? Sheet.
Well, they're different sizes.
That one.
Cookies and cream. Yeet.
I'm
Do you
good at
care if
making
I touch it
decisions.
with my fingers?
No, I do not care. I trust you with my life, which is probably more than I should. But let's get this.
Well, you know, I trust all of you with my life.
This is.
Here, let me help you, dude.
Ooh, and pull.
Impeccable. Impeccable.
Yes.
I will take stick. Thank you for taking stick. Of course.
Thank you for take stick.
Thank you for take stick. The sticks are over here. If
These
you
are
just want.
thick marshmallows.
They are. There's some chonky boys.
You ready, Deej?
Yep.
Chunky hunky
I'll take a
boys.
Reese's, please.
Yes, sir.
Which is both beneficial and sad because then like the core of my marshmallow is still like
Do you care
Solid.
if I touch it with my hands?
I do not.
Which is why you Anakin Skywalker it.
But if you Anakin Skywalker it, you burn like 90% of the marshmallow.
Just peel it off.
But then you don't have as much marshmallow.
Just the skin. Just
I
rip off the
recommend you leave
skin.
it for a minute for it to melt.
Like you do with all your problems.
Me when I'm sunburned.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the fucking
Well,
skin
it's
thing.
lopsided.
Oh.
See if you can fix that.
Fine. It's cool.
But it's all on there.
It's
Great.
all
Alright.
on there. Just put the stick.
Shannon and I will now roast.
See like
Each other? Hey!
you need a good
terrible at
balance
roasting
between the
people.
skin and the
beautiful
meat.
and I love you. Oh,
Emily, you're the most amazing person I've ever met. Oh my god!
Kit Kats are tasty.
Kit Kats are tasty.
No, my dad did.
Why did that shrink so much?
Oh, because it, I don't know, it moves.
We love eating some blistered marshmallow.
Whoa. What? Move the light, it's the light.
Or just drop your phone.
Shan, just like stick it in the fire and then hold it upside down. That's what I do. For like a good burnt marshmallow.
I know how to burn my You don't think I know how to burn my marshmallows?
Well, you seem to be struggling.
I... Fuck you. I'm not...
Still.
It
There you
just,
go.
it just spontaneously burst into
There you
flame.
go.
It was not time yet.
Yeah, you gotta do a nice slow exposure to get that middle nice and soft.
Yeah.
Need that meat to be like nice and thoroughly gooey.
You want it to be tender and juicy.
We are grilling now.
I'm a chef, Shannon. Becomes a dad.
I actually grilled the other night.
Ooh.
I made salmon.
Ooh.
Congratulations,
hard
you
to
are now a
cook.
father.
Good job.
Key West salmon. Sorry. Had lime in it.
Key
It
lime
was very
salmon would be
tasty.
interesting.
Yes.
You know,
is
now I
not-
hope you want to try that. What if you like breaded fish and then like made like a lime sauce?
That sounds nasty.
I mean, like people make salmon with lemon all the time.
That is true.
Maybe take out the breading, but I was trying to think of pie crust. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was envisioning, like a salmon in a pie.
Oh no.
Honestly, you could make that work. Salmon works in pies.
I've never had
Now
that.
you can do like a quiche or something.
I've
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
never had meat in a pie.
Meat pie just sounds awful.
What's that song where it's like 11 blackbirds baked in a pie?
4 and 20, I think.
4 and 20 blackbirds
Hey.
baked in a pie.
4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. That's kind of gross. Did they take all the wings off?
Probably not because it was medieval times.
Do they just like eat feathers? Man, imagine the tickle in their throat. Yikes.
All that is left in this s'more is cookies and cream, and I'm not opposed to it. All the marshmallow oozed out the side.
Okay, it's definitely warm. It is not brown, I don't think. I am hot, however.
Yeah, you are.
Don't you dare sit on fire.
Oh my god, so there's this blog on Tumblr that kind of blew up recently that like is archiving old Tumblr posts, and it's really weird.
What?
Like the whole like super hulock,
God.
the fucking Onceler shit. Like
Oh god.
it's like archiving and dating when some iconic Tumblr posts took place,
You know what?
and it's
I'm good.
it's something else. It's really something else.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway,
I no longer venture onto Tumblr
I'm 19.
for.
Tumblr will always be my home
Yeah,
base
there's only one more.
on the internet.
One.
I just wander over to Pinterest and take the second-hand Tumblr content.
There's one there.
I think after Tumblr, it's probably Reddit.
You can put them all back inside.
You're a brave soul, Karina.
Reddit's not that bad if you know how to use it.
I saw the silhouette of that marshmallow and legit thought it was a cicada for a hot second.
little silhouette of a marshmallow. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you make me a
Thanks,
s'more?
Emily.
Yes.
There you go.
S'more mousse.
Oh
You
goodness.
can't let it fall on my table.
That's whatever. Bugging my arm. Sorry, that was stuck in my head.
My mother would like to know when people are like planning to head home because
Never. I live here now.
Whenever
That's a good point.
Shannon kicks me out.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
I forgot I had bug spray on my hand. I should not have licked that.
You made me very tempted to lick my gasoline leg, and that's not a fun time.
Couldn't that literally kill you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Don't do that.
I
Death
won't.
is illegal.
I will not do that. Do we even have a necromancer around anymore? So we can't exactly.
Did we ever have a necromancer?
I don't.
Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby.
Oh yeah.
Probably gonna listen to episode 10 when I get home. If I can, like, stomach it. It's
What?
beautiful.
Was that the batshit crazy one?
That
Yep.
was
What were we talking about?
episode 10. Dun dun dun.
The one where we went off the rails?
I mean, we always go off the rails, but
Or
that
it
one.
got like really meta.
I heard this really weird thing that happened in like this D&D community where it's just like one set of streamers who like videotape their D&D sessions, and during the stream there was like an in-game situation where like the DM had an NPC like sexually assault a character,
Oh no.
and it was like uncomfy because it was like a robot, but it was like still coded as that kind of situation. So it was uncomfy
is not
for
fun.
everyone, and it was like, oh, it was weird.
We do not stand.
Icky. I subscribed to one of these commentary YouTubers, and he talked about it, and he's like, "You're a bad person if you can't read the room, dude."
I would say there's a time and place for everything, but sometimes there's not a time and place for anything.
You really gotta hash out the consent in those situations.
Fantasy consent is just as important as regular consent.
Mm-hmm.
The fire agrees.
The fire be swirling.
Whenever I see fire, I want to watch like a Ghibli movie.
Huh.
Why?
I don't know.
That is a very different reaction to what you were talking about before.
I mean, like,
want to
those
kick
emotions can coexist.
Can they? I mean, I guess they do.
Yes.
They exist both inside you.
They exist in me.
Could you kick fire in a Ghibli movie though?
Maybe.
If you tried hard
It'd
enough.
probably just run away. To be honest.
And then go like drink out of your teacup. From a leaf.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch Ponyo.
I have never seen Ponyo.
I saw it when I was a kid, and it was like my favorite movie.
It's the only one I've seen from the studio Ghibli.
Is that the one with the tiny person?
That's Arietti.
That's Ariel.
That's right. I do know
I've
that.
seen that.
Ponyo's
and
like
I've
the
seen
water world.
Totoro,
Yeah.
and that's about it. I saw one that looked like a Ghibli movie, but I could swear that it wasn't because like it seemed not affiliated with Ghibli at
Which
all.
one was it?
It was something about like a witch's flower or something.
Bear and the Witch's Flower?
That one.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't
It
seen
was made no sense.
We watched a
Julie
Ghibli movie in my movie class this semester. It was like a Japanese one. It was like the Tales of Princess something.
Mononoke?
No. Started with a K.
Kaguya?
What?
Kaguya?
Yes. Where she like is from the moon.
Mm-hmm.
First girlfriend turned into
She didn't turn into the moon though. She just went
like
back
from
to
the moon.
Okay.
and it was very sad.
That's rough, buddy.
I saw this one Tumblr post where someone was like, what if Zuko thought that was just like a water tribe saying?
Right.
Like,
Oh my
my
God.
girlfriend turned into the moon.
And he's like, I don't
Oh, that's
know.
code for she broke up with you. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
The amount of pause in there is just perfect.
Uh-huh.
It's Dante Bosco is a god.
I know. I
Bosco
love
is a
him.
god.
He's great. Does anybody want water or need a good bathroom or anything? Because you're welcome to enter my house. Or
We're
I
just
can-
camels.
Huh?
I got a hump. It's like a hump on the back full of water.
I'm just asking.
Thank you for your concern, Shannon. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Shan.
Thank you, Mother.
You're an excellent host.
Perhaps this is why you're a mermaid, because you're always asking if people need water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate. It's my
dihydrate.
number one, I don't know. Saying?
Wouldn't it be interesting to be from the moon?
Well, the thing is, she didn't know
Oh,
until like
then how'd
a
you go
week
back
before.
to the moon, though?
Well, like the plot was she like was living on the moon and she was sad about it, or like something, because the moon was like really restrictive or whatnot. You couldn't be like happy, and there was no like nature because it's the moon. So she like escaped to Earth, and then she was born out of like a bamboo shoot, and then like matured like 12 years in like 3. And then she became like a princess because like she came with all this like money, and like out of the bamboo shoot came like wealth and like clothing and whatnot. And then her parents were like, this must mean you're destined to be like royal. And they took her away from her like happy nature-filled childhood into like the city, and basically like forced her to become this like upper class person. And at first she like resisted, and after that she like stopped, and then she figured out she was from the moon. And then she like ran back to her old home and like met up with the old dude she kind of had a romance with, and then they kind of like floated in the air for a bit, and then she went back to the moon.
Interesting.
I find it interesting how the bamboo shoot was like, hey, happy birthday, here's some dank clothes.
Literally, that's exactly what happened.
Interesting.
They like found her one day, and then he went back the next day, and there was just gold all around the bamboo shoot. And then he went back a couple days later, and there were just clothes everywhere.
Nice.
It was a really good movie. I explained it really badly there, but it was a good movie.
Ooh. We should go around and talk about, like, I had the idea in my head earlier and I didn't say it. Now it's going to be less eloquent than it was. But go around and, like, say, like, / explain our, like, worst childhood movie. Like, the one that we hated in our childhood or made us, like, really scared or, like... Do you guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing so much going around tonight. It's very nice.
I know. I can start. Mine was The Prince of Egypt. It made me cry whenever I watched it, but now
love that
it's
movie.
impeccable. I
love
know.
that movie.
I know.
It's so good.
Yeah. My mom had to like take the VHS tape from me and like, put it on the top of her closet where I could never reach it. And I was like, Mom, no. And she's like, it keeps making you cry, so I should watch it. I'm like,
Oh, no.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of what mine was. I guess the closest thing is my dad used to watch this show on TV called Legend of the Seeker. I've never met anyone else who knew that it existed. But it was like definitely a more grown-up show. Like there was like sword fighting and whatnot. And it like would always scare me. I wanted to watch it, but then at certain points I'd have to hide under the blanket because there was scary stuff happening. But that was it. It wasn't that bad. It was just like, oh, Legend of the Seeker on. Let me get my blanket that I can hide underneath if necessary.
I can't remember any movies, but there were 2 specific instances where I saw like an episode of a show and it gave me nightmares. And one time, do you guys know what Indian Princesses is?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to be part of like a group, and we went on this sleepover camping thing, and all the rest of the girls decided to put on this one like movie thing with like puppets, except they were dinosaurs, like a family of dinosaurs. And I love dinosaurs, so I was like, cool. But something about it gave me night terrors, and I can't even remember what it was. And then the other thing was, did anyone watch the spider, the Sunny Patch?
Miss Spider.
Oh,
Miss
yes.
Spider.
Dang.
Yeah, there was one episode where one of the kids like learned about mushrooms and spores, and he was afraid that if he ate a spore, he would turn into a mushroom, and there was a very terrifying visual of it happening in his imagination, and that gave me nightmares for like a week.
Nice.
I forgot about that show.
That was such a good show.
It was pretty funny.
The one white spider looks like James Charles.
Oh, goodness. Flashback Mary. When I was a kid, my parents, like, didn't control what I watched. So, like, if someone was watching a horror movie, I would watch it. And my sister and my aunt, I think, watched this one movie called The Unborn. And I was, like, determined to be like, I'm a big kid. I'm going to watch what my sister and my aunt are watching. And I watched it with them. And it's about this girl who, like, has an unborn sibling who died in the womb. And, like, it was, like, trying to be born through her.
Oh.
It was weird and it was terrifying. And there was some, like, medical horror. And it was icky. And it gave me such bad nightmares. Ugh. But I pretended it didn't scare me until my mom saw I was crying.
Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo.
Really? Oh my god, I get that.
As a kid,
Like Ink Monster.
it was the Ink Monster. It was the final battle with the Ink Monster that terrified me the most as a kid.
That's gross.
I'd be able to watch the whole movie, but like up until they got to that part, I could never finish it because of how scary I found that Ink Monster was. I don't know why. I just never liked the look of it, and just like how it came to existence. Because like I know Teen Titans is more of like a sci-fi thing, but then
They're coming for us.
They do be coming.
but yeah,
It's very loud.
They just don't want to hear about the ink monster, I guess.
so yeah.
How did it come into existence? Like,
I don't know. It was like the author of like these comics was like hooked up to an ink machine, and so it was literally his thoughts fueling the machine,
that is pretty freaky.
and he was just been there for like ever. So like he's just been reduced to like this bony, almost bony person.
Oh, that's actually scary.
Yeah.
That's, oh.
It was like more fantasy than Teen Titans usually goes.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big fan of the movie.
Teen Titans, though, is a really
That
good
show was so good. Apparently there was like a Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans thing.
Oh, God.
I saw that clip.
No, but then they made that into a movie, like a full ass movie,
When?
like last year.
Huh.
Yeah, and
I wish I'd
I
seen
don't know
Teen
if I want to
Titans.
make myself watch it for nostalgia's sake.
I don't
'Cause I don't
think
know
you
if it'll
do.
ruin it.
Teen Titans Go is like the worst
It's
thing ever.
absolute
Oh yeah,
worst.
Trash.
No,
My siblings used to
absolute
watch
garbage.
it, and my brother, there was this one episode where, because of course they just reduced the brain cells of all the Teen Titans to like 0.
Yeah.
There was an episode where like Beast Boy and Cyborg didn't want to speak. They would only say the word waffles, and they had like a whole song about waffles. And my brother memorized that song
Was
and
it just
sang
waffles?
it in the house. It was not a good time.
I hate that I've seen that episode.
I had to watch it in Spanish.
Did that make it better?
Made it so much worse.
Oh no.
Infinitely worse.
Okay.
That Tooth Fairy episode still.
They just like completely
Like-
murdered my favorite character,
Right.
Raven. Like she's
Oh,
just brain
yeah.
dead. Like
All
cool.
of them are brain dead. It's so
I mean,
annoying.
yeah,
Because
but
in
like
the original, they all have so much like personality and like they're intelligent
even
people.
Beast Boy, the like shitty like McGiggles character,
Right.
like
but-
even he has like depth.
right. He has so
Which
much
is, like,
depth. He's
dope.
not just the giggle monster, you know.
They just took like the most like
It's such a
surface
nuance.
level characteristics of each
Right.
of them and
Like
plopped
they
it in
took
a show.
They took like one singular bullet point of each of their personalities,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was everything they wrote the character on.
Robin's entire personality is crush on Starfire,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
ew.
And also just asshole leader.
right. Yeah.
true.
Like super critical,
Yeah.
Yeah.
strict leader.
Like in the actual Teen Titans show, it's like explored about the fact that he has like a bit of a god complex because of Batman.
Right.
But like,
And like the characters like challenge him like legitimately in Teen Titans and whatnot. And he does stop being so much of an asshole after a while.
did that third season of Young Justice ever come out?
Yes.
It did.
I never got around to watching it,
haven't
but I
seen
know it did come out.
I need to
It was
watch
like it was Young Justice Outsiders. I think that's what it was called.
that. I don't remember what it's called.
I think that's it.
I don't even remember. I remember the second season being significantly worse.
Didn't they age him up by like 5 years?
They did. They
think
skipped
so.
it so that like they
Yeah.
completely went from going from Robin.
It was like
to being-
straight to Nightwing.
Yeah, it was straight to
Yeah.
Nightwing. Like the next season was just here's Nightwing. Okay.
I didn't get it, but I was like,
I
don't
kept
appreciate
watching
this
it.
age up right now.
I kept
mean, me
watching
too.
it for Nightwing, but then
Yeah.
after a while, I don't remember why.
I liked Artemis and Zatanna,
Mm-hmm.
but like everyone else, even Superboy was kind of annoying. T. It's kind of annoying after a while. Like we get it, you like her. Don't be such a bitch about it.
I know. I hate when characters are reduced to like a crush.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
know?
so annoying.
Or it's like it comes up, even if they're not, that's not their only personality. Like if it comes up like every episode. Like even in real life, if you're forced to work with your crush in a life or death situation, you're not gonna be like hard-eyeing, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Just sometimes the way that people over dramatize romance in general is
Right.
just
Oh,
weird.
absolutely.
Like, remember we had that one conversation with Sarah, like how representation is wonderful, but then like people in fandom sometimes try to make something gay when there's absolutely no basis for it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like I will ship people legitimately no matter like who they are if it works.
Right, yeah.
But if you're just taking two people and slapping them together,
Right.
And like there's an art to it, even
Yeah.
if they have like never met in canon.
Right,
Like you can be like, oh, I'm just exploring this dynamic. But there's some
Right.
people who are like, they had 5 seconds of eye contact and they're both boys, so I'm gonna ship it. And that's
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I never understood Drary.
I got it.
I did not.
I did.
They never
It makes
had
a little
like
bit of sense.
a good moment.
I can see where it's coming from, like from a dynamic perspective, but also I just don't. When you look at it in the
Right,
source,
like how they treated each other,
Yeah.
you know.
it at the very least it wouldn't be a healthy relationship.
It's one of those
Yeah.
things where people were like, fuck canon, I'm gonna do what I want. And it like
Yeah.
kind of became its own thing,
Yeah.
which is how I understand it. And
Didn't
how I'm
people
like,
not
okay, that's
necessarily
kinda
bad?
Didn't people used
it
to ship
happened.
Draco with Apple?
Oh yeah, Drapple, that was the thing.
Wait, was Apple a character or a physical
No,
apple?
it,
No,
no,
the
it
apple
was just
that he
that
always
apple
liked.
that he was always eating in, what was it?
Oh.
Sixth one.
Half-Blood?
Yeah.
Oh.
I still think that Brayson from Heroes of Olympus is one of my favorite ships.
Oh yeah, the Brick and Jason.
The Brick and Jason.
It's been so long I can't remember if Brick was an actual person or an
It was the
actual
it was
Brick.
just
He
a
kept
Brick.
getting hit in the face by Brick.
Did he? I don't remember
You
because
need to
Jason's
reread
so
it.
forgettable. Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember you hate Jason, but
Jason's not good.
I do not enjoy Jason. I agree with you.
Yeah.
yeah, he's not many people's favorite.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not gonna murder him on sight.
Percy is
No,
my baby
no.
though.
Percy, I
Percy.
would die for that
I would
child.
also die.
Also,
for Percy.
Frank Zhang.
Yes,
My baby.
Frank was
Oh
awesome.
my god, and Hazel.
And Hazel.
Like, she's little
Hazel.
baby.
Hazel
Like,
Grace.
oh,
She's the best.
she's so cute.
I love Son of Neptune because it had Percy, Frank, and Hazel all in one book.
Oh, yeah.
And
Son of
good
Neptune.
quests, and yes.
Yeah.
Gotta read these damn books.
You
Please,
do, they're
let's
so
do a
good.
reread together. I've been meaning to, but I'm okay.
will.
I'm like afraid to get back into the fandom because I know that if I read him, I'm gonna like fall back into it again.
It like exists on my dash because I follow people who I followed them for Mortal Instruments stuff, but they're like a multi-fandom blog.
yeah.
So like Percy Jackson stuff shows up on my dashboard, and I kind of know what happens, but I just haven't read it.
You
Yeah,
should.
you
like,
should.
You should.
You should.
No,
The
and I'm
actual
going
original
to because
writing
now there's
is
a
so
show
good.
coming
Oh,
out,
yes.
which means I have to read it.
Right.
Because I'm not that bitch who watches the thing before they who
Yeah.
watches it before
Don't
they
watch
reads
the
it.
thing because the thing is not. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Like
back
I
into
read
it once
the first
the
like I
musical
think the
happened.
first 3 Percy Jackson books because the movies were coming out. And I just never finished them.
If you desperately want to do a reread, though, I haven't read those books in ages, and I will
I know. I want to
happily-
reread them too.
No, my sister has them. I just literally haven't
she
done it.
has
'cause I'm
them, and you
lazy.
haven't read them.
Yes.
Karina.
I would kill to have all the books.
I never read the
Yeah.
first one,
She
but I have
doesn't
every book until the last one.
Yeah.
Really?
I bought the second one because I thought it looked cool, and I didn't realize it was the first, so I just read it. I was like, oh, that's an interesting story.
Wait, which one? Sea of Monsters?
Yeah,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I remember
that's
seeing-
the worst one to start
I remember.
off.
I remember seeing the
Honestly.
cover as a kid. I was like, well, that's pretty awesome. And then it came with like a map in the
Right.
next
The
book.
Sea of Monsters is kind of a weak one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I like the Maze one a lot.
Oh,
the Battle of the Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That
That
one's
one was
pretty
so
That
fire.
one slapped.
That one
one
had
really
such
did.
good character development.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Percy and Annabeth in the
Percabeth?
volcano.
Yeah.
Ooh. I would die for Percabeth.
Me
I really
too.
would. They're so good.
Uh huh. Yeah, I never cared about Jason and Piper nearly as much.
Yeah.
No, it's
The one-
like
the one thing about Heroes of Olympus is like they're just focusing on so many characters that I
It's
want
too
to get
much.
attached to all of them, but I cannot.
Yeah, it's almost
So
too
I
many.
just settled for Percy and Leo.
Okay, question. Which was better, the original series or Heroes of Olympus?
Both.
It depends on which book you're talking about.
Yeah,
'cause,
that's
like
true.
Sea
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Monsters is kind of low on the list of all of them.
It's the last
And,
one.
like,
It's not good. My favorite of the first 5 was always the last one.
Yeah.
That was the only one I read.
Titans Curse.
That was the only.
Titans Curse
That was the only one I read in the
or was that
original.
the fourth one?
That was the third.
What was the third?
Wait, it goes Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, Titan's Curse, Labyrinth, and Last Olympian.
I always got
Olympian.
stuck during Titan's Curse. I tried to read it twice, and I always got stuck like in the middle of Titan's Curse, and I just couldn't finish.
Fair. I mean,
Titans Curse is kind of forgettable.
It was.
it is. I always forget what
Isn't
happens.
that the one where Rachel throws the hairbrush?
No, that's
No,
the last
that's
one.
the last one.
Titans Curse is where you meet Nico.
Nico,
Yeah.
Bianca,
Oh,
and
Nico!
Bianca
I
went
forgot
with
how
the
much I love
hunters.
Nico.
Nico
Nico's
is
such a
sweet,
sweetie.
and I love
baby.
him.
Oh my
Such
god.
an emo boy.
He really
He is.
is. Once I was writing fan fiction in like 6th grade about him, and I straight up forgot he was gay for a second, and I almost threw him with a girl, and then I was like, hold on.
No.
All bets are off. No,
No, we didn't even know he was gay until like Heroes
Well,
of Olympus.
I think it might have been 8th grade.
When did
Also,
Heroes of
everyone
Olympus
kind of
even come out?
headcanoned
I don't know.
it.
Well, I
Started
was
coming
reading
out
the
in
last book
sixth
in
grade.
6th grade, so you guys. But I
Mark
read
of
it late,
Athena
so.
came out in 6th grade.
Soul Angelo is so cool though.
Oh, they're so
Solangelo is one of those ships that it just looks like every other gay ship on my on my dashboard.
Yes,
I know
but
you've
they're so
talked about this
beautiful.
before.
I can't ever tell when it's them or something that I know.
Right. Dark-haired boy with light-haired boy.
Yeah.
Emo boy with sunshine boy.
But
Yeah.
they're precious.
But they're so.
It's like the same thing
The
with
thing is, it's
lesbian
literally
couples
emo
with like
boy
the
with
ginger
sunshine.
and the
It
dark
really
haired one.
is. Yeah. What was I watching recently that made me think? I don't remember. Because it was like with a character that was emo enough to where I could recognize them as the emo character, but they weren't really inherently emo. And it was like darker character with sunshine character. And God, what was I watching? Oh well.
It's a good combo.
Danny
Try it.
Phantom?
It's a
Danny
successful
Phantom.
combo.
I finally finished watching Danny Phantom.
Oh my god, I love Danny
It was
Phantom.
wonderful.
Thoughts?
It was really good. I liked it a lot.
You know, I remember doing like a full marathon like of the whole series, but I don't remember when I did it. But I know I did it. Like I know I definitely watched through the whole series. I just cannot remember when.
Yeah, I burned through all of them in like a month, I think.
It's such a good show.
It was a
Yeah.
good show. It was a good time.
Was it She-Ra? Maybe it was She-Ra.
I love She-Ra.
Oh, She-Ra's
Can we
great.
talk about that fifth
gotta
season?
Don't, because
That
I
was a
haven't
trip.
watched it.
Okay,
That's
just
so
kidding.
good,
That was
Karina.
quite a trip.
I know.
I don't know how to feel.
I'm just
I didn't know how to
neither do I.
feel.
The reason I haven't finished it is because I don't trust Netflix with queer characters anymore. I just
No, it's not. It's good.
It's
you
good.
you need to trust them on this one.
Right,
I
they do a
will.
good job.
I
Place some trust.
promise, Karina. Would I ever lie to you? Absolutely not.
There's just a lot of feelings happening.
Really are.
There are a lot of feelings.
The one thing I can like remember, well no, I remember a lot of things, but the one thing I can say with absolute certainty is that I stand Double Trouble
Oh yeah.
forever.
Oh yeah.
I want them to be my best friend.
They're pretty great.
Great. Also, oh wait a second.
What?
This isn't a spoiler.
What?
Horde Prime is legitimately one of the most terrifying villains I've seen recently. And I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But like,
yeah.
Ooh, best
it's just
cartoon
the
villains.
vibes.
Go.
Best cartoon villains. I don't care about villains, and I feel bad that I don't care about them.
There's some good villains out there.
Yeah,
Some
I
good
don't
ones.
disagree. I'm just saying that I never get attached to them. in any way.
villains.
Maybe it's because I'm too sunshine and not enough emo.
You are pretty sunshine.
it depends on the
Bug bite on my
villain.
forehead.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's rough.
Unfortunate.
Whatever. Continue.
I'm thinking Lord Ozai is a pretty good villain.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how much I
Scary
hate
as
Jet
fuck.
for a second?
Oh, what?
Yes.
Jet?
From Avatar.
That is
Sucks.
so annoying.
From Avatar.
Oh yeah, ew.
I just,
Yeah, no. No.
It was just,
No, no.
we need a cute boy for Katara. That was literally it.
He was the worst.
But that lasted for like 2 seconds, and then we
Yeah.
all found out he was a dick. So
Right.
Yeah.
Children Ripper.
Have you ever seen that Tumblr post where it's just like, imagine you're Jet, and you survive everything, and you find out that motherfucker was a firebender.
Yeah, really.
He's
Yeah,
the fucking
no kidding.
Fire Lord.
For
But
real.
what you gonna do about it now? He's the fucking Fire Lord.
I thought that the entire the way you phrased it, I thought the entire post was imagine your jet.
Just imagine your
Just imagine your jet.
Wait, but wasn't he more concerned about Iroh, not Zuko?
It was,
he
it was
like-
both of
It was
them.
them.
Yeah,
He,
but
like, stormed
he
in
like
there and
straight
he
up
was like-
fought Zuko in the street.
That's true. He was like their firebenders.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he did
like,
fight Zuko.
Zuko was like fucking square up, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need firebending to take you down.
Yeah.
Zuko alone is such a heartbreaking
Oh my
episode.
god.
I just watched that like this week, and ouch.
I know.
Ouch.
Zuko has my entire heart.
Oh, for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I feel bad because like my sister hasn't met a majority, or like she hasn't seen. She's only on. She just finished the thing with Heibai, so she hasn't met Toph.
Oh, I love Toph.
So
I am
yeah.
not Toph. I am Melon Lord.
Toph is amazing.
I love them.
But the other day she was watching the Omashu one, and the Cabbage Man came on screen. My brother and I just went berserk.
My cabbages.
After rewatching Atla after I haven't seen it in so long, made me realize how crap Legend of Korra is.
Honestly.
Like, I rewatched the first 2 seasons of that, and I got into like 1 episode of season 3, and I just had to stop because I just couldn't do it.
Don't
I've heard
remember
season 2
it.
is the low point though,
Yeah, it's
because
just
like
not good.
they only were given space for 1 season, and then it was so successful that Nick was like, "Quick, make a season 2!" But they didn't have like a story,
No,
so they had
yeah.
to put it out, and then season 3 got
And they
better.
didn't have the green light for a 3rd season, so they're like, okay, I guess we gotta make this like a cohesive story in and of itself.
Yeah.
But then they just rushed it. I only vaguely remember what happened in Korra. I was literally just in it for Asami.
It's not,
That's
I don't
valid.
even
That's
like
valid.
That's
Korra
really
song.
valid.
That's literally why I watched that
I
show.
just,
when
I,
it happened, I didn't really care.
yeah, I felt like it was just like so random. Like if you look at all the things that like point out what led to Korsami, it was like Asami like looked at her, you know, she like touched her hand once. You know, it was like
Yeah.
stuff like that. I was like, I don't mind them being together, but there was just no build up. Like they have no serious conversations about themselves or feelings.
But
like,
I think that was a product of the show overall being very broken.
That's
yeah.
fair.
I haven't seen it. I've just heard
Like-
things about it, especially from my best friend who is a huge overall Avatar nerd.
That's,
And like she's read the graphic novels and everything, so she knows way more than I do.
I want to read
I
that.
want to read those graphics.
They weren't that good.
My thing
Still gonna
is
read
that
it.
like I feel like even if they were kind of like trying to no homo it for the most of the thing, you
Yeah.
can do that in a way that like it's still like they're gay, but like it's
Yeah.
just enough so kids don't get it.
Yeah.
Case in point, bubbling.
Oh, fair.
Bubbling.
What's that?
Okay.
Marceline and Bubblegum from Adventure Time.
Oh, yeah.
I shipped
I
that
never
when I was
watched
like
Adventure
12.
Time.
Neither
People
did
thought I was
but-
weird.
Wait, what?
I shipped that when I was like 12 and people thought I was weird.
No.
But motherfuckers, it's canon
It
now.
makes a lot of sense
Fight
when
me.
you after it, like that's kind of like my thing with Korsami too, is that like after it happened, like now after rewatching like a little bit of Korra,
You see it.
I see it.
yeah.
Yeah, like, but at the time I can understand how it just comes out of nowhere and it doesn't make sense.
And like, also, case in point, what I've seen from like the whole Catradora thing, that it's like close enough that you just need that like final confirmation to like push it over the edge and be like, oh yes, gay, but like it still works.
Castro
and it's not
is
out of
more
the blue.
blatantly gay though.
That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
true.
Like
She's
they're just
coded so gay.
it's
Yeah.
they've never looked at a man in their lives.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, when the entire place is full of princesses, it's kind of hard to look at a man, but yes.
That's fair.
I mean, Bo exists.
I would
Bo
die
exists,
for
but
him.
he's soft and adorable and,
And
he has
He's
a
still a
heart.
boy,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's still a man though.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's what's his name?
Very
Seahawk.
feminine.
Seahawk. Yeah,
Seahawk.
Mista and Seahawk are a thing.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're so cute. I've only seen them in a few episodes, but they're cute as hell.
They do.
I've seen like the first season and like 3 episodes.
Watch it all.
You
I
really
will.
need to. Yeah.
I will.
It shall
I'm-
improve.
I'm on the hunt for gay media right now, so that's just
It's-
Oh my
it's
god,
so
my
gay
list.
and
it's
beautiful.
unbelievably
Okay,
gay.
season 5 has like the strongest married
Ooh.
lesbian.
I was
couple
just gonna
ever.
mention that.
Absolutely.
I love them.
I
Nolan
love
Rosa.
married lesbians. It's my favorite thing.
Right.
Yeah, and it's apparent they're gay from the beginning. Like,
Oh,
there's no
hell
ifs, ands,
yeah.
or buts. Like
Yeah,
they are
it's like, yep.
lesbian.
That's fucking it.
Uh-huh. I mean, that show does a decent job. Like, a lot of people are, well, pretty much everybody is queer, but, you know, they've got a couple straights thrown in there, you know.
Oh yeah.
You can have a few heads.
I'm not really sure who they are.
Angela.
Micah
Oh,
and
true.
the Queen.
I feel like Micah
Angela.
could be like bi.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially. We don't really see that much of it, though.
because they're together from the beginning. So you think
Nothing
Right.
can stop me from headcanoning every heterosexual character as bi.
Do
unless
it.
they state explicitly otherwise.
you know what? I support you.
Sexuality with characters is just weird. Well, from a writing standpoint, it's just weird because,
Right.
like, that's not so... I don't know. Maybe this is my personal opinion, but whenever I'm making characters or writing things, I feel like I can't just slap a specific, like, sexuality onto a character unless they explicitly tell me, hey, this is a thing. Like, I've gotten one character who gave me extremely strong lesbian vibes from the beginning. That's it. The rest of them have to, like, do it on their own time. And there's one person who I still can't tell. I don't even know at all.
They could just be queer.
Yeah.
I don't, but, like, I'm just gonna leave it be. Because
I mean, that's also valid.
Yeah, if romance isn't necessary,
Sometimes
then
it
you
just
don't need
like
to get into
comes
it.
out.
it just happens.
Right.
No pun intended.
And then, like, when you're working on it,
Definitely
they
pun
just
intended.
come out whenever they feel like it. I know that sounds weird. I'm not usually one of those authors that's like, oh, my characters are doing things they're getting away from me and they're turning the whole plot upside down, because they don't do that. And I'm not like one of those people who's like, oh my god, my characters are completely separate people and I don't have control over them. But, like, there are certain subtleties that you don't plan and then things just happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Emily?
I definitely know what you mean.
Yeah.
But sometimes some parts of characters aren't relevant to the story.
Yeah.
And throwing them in would just detract from the story.
I mean, like, I'm not going to explicitly write them, but that there's things that you just know.
Right.
I watched a video essay on queer baiting today,
Ooh.
and oh my god, it's so disappointing to watch these videos of like Sherlock. Sherlock is frustrating. That show makes me angry.
That's valid.
I used to watch that, like, freshman year. And then I just...
And then when you watch it again, it's like not even good. It's so average.
Yeah, I don't really remember it. I remember watching, like, I binged it, and then I was like, oh well.
It caused me so much emotional turmoil when I was like 14.
That makes a lot of sense.
I feel
But
like
now
a lot
I'm like,
of things have just
fuck this
consistently
show.
caused you emotional
let's
turmoil.
go over the things that have caused Karina.
Let's create a definitive timeline of Karina's internal turmoil.
All right, that's
Yeah.
Karina specific episode.
Yeah, DJ's got his bugs.
Yeah.
If you had to make a specific episode dedicated to every member of Tumor Table, what would it have to be?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mine would just be a timeline of what fandoms I was into at the time.
Valid.
That would also probably correspond with your internal turmoil.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
You could have a whole video essay on that, I'm sure.
You should just definitely make a definitive timeline.
Do it. You have
It's
time.
like
quarantine summer.
Avatar, Harry Potter, Mortal Instruments, and then a few TV shows along the way.
Right.
Shadowhunters is pretty much taken over my life.
Yeah, we know.
We've been new.
We've been
We've
new.
been new.
What about Shan?
I don't know. You tell me.
Good
I
point.
really don't know. I'm a fandom person, but I'm not like as outwardly expressive with it as Karina.
Because I made it my personality.
Dude.
That was your own dude.
No, I internalize all my feelings, so I don't really share them with people, which means that I don't share my interests with people. I've gotten better at it, but I don't.
You're sunshine, though.
I like to be sunshine.
You are good at it. What is that blue light in the grass?
DJ's charger.
That's my charger.
Got it. Okay.
Random blue light.
It's like aliens?
Perhaps.
Aliens? What's yours, Emily?
Good question.
What questions could we ask to prompt this to come out from us?
Right.
Like what?
I just thought of a question. I don't know if this will help, but what's your guys' earliest memory?
I thought I was going to sneeze and then I didn't.
What?
I thought I was going to sneeze and then I didn't.
That
Oh, okay.
sucks. I'm so sorry. I have mine. I don't I think this is a memory at least. I was walking, my great-grandma was in the hospital, and I was visiting her with my mom, and I was walking down the hospital hallway, and she was coming towards us on with a walker. And I was just like, you know, being a child. Yeah, I think that's a memory at least.
I remember. I have a couple memories from preschool, and also a couple from daycare. I remember when I threw a tantrum because I didn't want to eat spaghetti, and I was just crying the entirety of nap time
Aw.
because I didn't want to eat the spaghetti, but I wasn't allowed to go to nap time until I ate the spaghetti, and I didn't eat the spaghetti.
Nice.
I still don't like tomatoes.
Same. I think the earliest experience I remember is having pneumonia when I was 3. Except, like, I don't know the whole thing. I just have flashes of it. And the one I remember most is when they finally let me out of the hospital. I fell asleep in my grandparents' like big red car. We used to call it Rocket because of Little Einsteins. And when I woke up, I was sitting in my mom's lap on the toilet of our bathroom, and she was like brushing my teeth. And like there's no chairs in the bathroom. She was just sitting on the lid of the toilet brushing my teeth while I was asleep.
Aw.
I think mine was in our house when I was like really little, and it's like sitting on the steps with my dad eating ice cream.
Aw, that's really sweet.
That's the earliest memory.
I think the earliest memory I have is when I went to my great aunt's house, or whenever I went to my great aunt's house, I would always spend time with her dog. It was a black Labrador named Sparky. And so as a kid, and like he was still about like a puppy, I think. So we essentially grew up together every time I went over to her house. And I remember the picture that she took of both of us just on her steps, of us just like on the ground looking at the camera. I miss Sparky.
Oh, poor Sparky. Thank you for sharing, everybody.
Got deep
Of
kind
course,
of
thank you
fast.
for asking.
Yeah, it did.
I like deep though.
Yeah, deep is good.
Deep is good.
That's what she said.
What a rebound from good childhood memory questions back to
Yep.
yep.
That's just the essence of who we are.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Trying to think of another deep question.
I'm gonna Google one of those like weird friendship question lists.
Do it. Those are fun.
There was a list from somewhere. It was like 50 of questions that will like make you fall in love or something. Taylor
have
made me
heard of
answer
those.
all of them.
I've done that before, yeah. It didn't work, but
Ooh, I have one.
mm.
What's something that like you were really maybe superstitious about, or something that you believed as a child that now would like seem absurd, or like I don't know.
Do you have one, Miranda? Or
Well, I mean, this isn't like super wacky, but it does have a lot of, kid logic. When I was in like 4th grade, I was obsessed with astrology, and I thought that, like, I did a bunch of research on it. I tried to start a zodiac club with my friends because we were all interested in like our zodiac signs, and I was convinced that because I'm a Capricorn, and Capricorn is apparently an earth sign, that I was an earthbender. Although, in hindsight, nowadays, most of my friends agree that I would be a firebender because I have 0 impulse control, and I'm also just,
I could see that.
I was convinced
Yeah.
I was an earthbender. I, like, sat at the playground, and I would squeeze my fist really tight, and then one day I opened my fist, and there was a grain of dirt in it, and I was like, I did it!
That's so cool.
Karina?
pass on you for a second?
I think I think the whole concept of like the boogeyman, or my family would call it a gugui. Like I thought it was literally real, and like I was scared to hell of my closet. So like just the concept of the boogeyman, I thought it was like legitimately real.
So, on the way upstairs into the attic, which is where I used to sleep in as a kid, there was like, I don't know what it is. I think it's from like a door hinge or something. It's like the imprint of a door hinge, but it's no longer there. And as a kid, I always thought it looked like a face because of it had like 2 eyes, a nose, and then like a mouth. And as a kid, I was really scared that it was like a ghost or something. So every time I went up the stairs or down the stairs, I would cover it so that it wouldn't see me going through, like taking the stairs each time. I never liked that.
Spooky.
It's like seeing Jesus in your toast.
I don't know where that came from. I just associated with like a ghost, and I'm like, I ain't dealing with that.
Did you say that's like seeing Jesus in your toast?
Yeah,
Seeing faces in places.
right.
Oh yeah, speaking of faces and places, my dad has this like alarm clock that's like, he's had it for like my entire life, and it's thin and it's like rectangular or whatever, but the numbers are red, and it sits like when you walk down the hallway like that my bathroom's in, you can directly see it, and it's always on because the numbers are bright red. And whenever it's dark at night, I used to think that the numbers were eyes, and it was like a dragon for some reason. So I would like look at it, be like, nope, and then just like zoom into my room because I was like, oh, the dragon, nope, not happening today.
Is that your answer to the deep question, or is it like bonus round?
That was the question.
That was the
Weird
question.
things she believed in.
Yeah, weird things.
That
I
it was a
believed in.
dragon.
It was a dragon. I also ran up the stairs because I thought ghosts would eat me, but like when you turn off the lights in the
Right.
basement.
Oh, I still do that.
Yeah, me too.
I used to be afraid that if I flushed the toilet and I was still in the room, a ghost would come out.
Yeah. If it was too loud, I was like, it always sounded like a tiger to me. If it was too loud, I don't know.
There was a toilet at the hotel at U of I think like when I had my own room to myself, and when I flushed it in the morning, I wasn't expecting it to be so loud, but it literally spooked me. I was like, what the?
You thought it was so funny.
That was a good time. My story, I had an imaginary friend named Spooky.
I remember spooky
Spooky
stories.
the ghost. He lived in my basement, and I would write stories about him. He was my friend. And I would just, it was basically kind of like a journal. I would just write about things that had happened to me, except Spooky was there, and we were just pals.
Aww, that's
On a slightly spookier note, I used to get like floaters in my eyes. Like I would close my eyes and I would like see things moving around sometimes. And there used to be like dragons.
Whoa.
Like when you stare at a light and you close your eyes, there's like that light in your vision. It was like that, but like the outline of a dragon. Like it wasn't filled in, but like it was an outline, and I would close my eyes and it would seem like it was like getting closer, and then it'd like turn right before it hit my face, and then it'd go away. And then a new one would appear and just do that over and over again.
Interesting.
I still have no idea what caused them, or how my brain came up with such detailed images of dragons at the ripe old age of 6. But it happened. It was very weird.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool thinking back, but I was really scared of it. I didn't like going to bed because I would have to close my eyes and see the dragons.
Fair.
They were like scary. They weren't even like nice. They would just like glare at me as they like went past my eyes.
Your dreams have always been like some of the most fascinating ones I've ever heard.
Right. That wasn't a dream though. That was when I was awake. So
It has to do with you sleeping though, and like your subconscious like has made some pretty wacky dreams.
I don't know what's up with my subconscious. It's whack.
We
Remember
love
you
it anyway, though.
It's a good brain. I remember we used to go on the bus, and I would always ask you what you dreamed about.
I would always have something to tell you.
It must have been exhausting. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I always like telling you my dreams. I don't remember any of them anymore, but I remember last night I had a dream that I got like a full medical test done. Like for everything. Every single disease. They tested me for all the diseases. And I remember looking over it and I was like, phew, I'm negative for COVID. And then I woke up and I was like, dang, I should check my blood type. And I was like, wait, how would Dream Me know my blood type?
Maybe they do.
Because I've always wanted to know what my blood type is. But I
My
don't.
sister and I are like that O positive.
I've
that's
never
what my
had any
sister
idea.
I have no clue.
I just accept it on my own.
Coincidentally, I'm a B positive.
Oh my god, that's so
That
big.
is
That
cute.
is. I love that.
Anyone else got deep
I'm
questions?
gonna find the list.
I don't know, yeah.
Oh
Click
yeah,
on lists.
that thing you had, Shannon, with like the red light.
Mm-hmm.
I must be going.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It was a very good time. Very, very good
I don't know why I
time.
said that like that.
Air hug you all.
Air hugs.
I love you. See you soon, hopefully.
The fire
Fire's
hugs
saying
you
goodbye
too.
too.
Oh, goodbye, fire.
Bye.
Oh, my cookies.
Oh yeah.
I gotta grab my cookies.
Your cooks.
Wherever they are.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
You keep the napkins.
Yeah. I'll walk
I love you guys.
Hi. Sorry, me.
Oh, is that to indicate like a cut?
No, I was blowing some of the ash off.
Oh, okay. Sorry, me.
If you had to get a tattoo, what would it be of?
Alto clef.
Alto club?
Alto clef. Right on my right wrist.
Oh, I would get one on my wrist too. I'd probably do my left wrist though. I don't know why. Probably because I wear my hair ties on my right wrist.
Hmm.
But let's see. What would I get? I don't know. I keep thinking heart and penguin, but both of those are bad. Huh. I keep thinking of like stupid stuff, like the word love, or like dumb whatever. My brain just came up with a tattoo of your own name on your arm.
Just get your own name.
Yeah. What are words or ideas? Maybe like a smiley face, really tiny smiley face. No, that'd also be stupid. God, I don't know.
It's even-
Shannon,
Yes.
if you had to get a tattoo, what would it be of?
Oh, I've thought about this before. I had to if somebody was holding a gun to my head.
Yeah,
Why
like-
can't I just give one volunteer?
Like, it's the Divergent world, and you're in Dauntless, and you have to get a tattoo.
Oh, okay. I would definitely get a cardinal for my grandma because she really likes cardinals, and probably something that she said also along with it. And I don't know, I've thought about it before. I don't really know if I want a bird on my arm, so maybe like ribs.
That'd be cute.
Yeah. Also, while I was walking back, I discovered that a stupid mosquito stung me on the knuckle of my finger.
Oh, that's
So, like, right
infuriating.
here.
Oh my god.
That's so
And it's
infuriating.
stupid. Like, why right there?
It was close. I had one that was close to it, but it was right on the top of the hand.
I once got a mosquito bite on a cut.
Oh, God.
It was horrific.
It was like, blood.
Tasty for easy access.
For real, though.
All you can eat buffet. Blood fay.
What were all your tattoos?
Slurp slurp. I still have not decided.
I think I actually kind of do want to get like the Parabatai rune
Do it.
on my arm.
Let's go get
'Cause-
tattoos together.
Friendship.
Friendship.
You have to find someone to get it with though. Would you do it like with your sister or something?
No, just by myself. Cause like, I don't know. I really like friendship. Like with my sister, with my friends. I just value friendship.
Friendship is a good thing. And DJ would get an alto clef.
Oh.
Yeah, and like around the right
I
wrist.
love that. That's so good. Do you think that if the group decided on a group tattoo, we would all get it together? Or no?
What would that tattoo be?
I have no
It would
idea.
be the logo.
The
Yeah, the
logo?
Tumor Table?
Like it's just two T's.
Two
Yeah,
T's in
two
a circle?
T's. Yeah, it could just be.
I would probably put it on like
That feels like a brand.
an ankle.
I
Well,
feel
I mean,
like
are we
people
not a
would.
cult?
I feel like the tattoo artist would be like, "Is this a cult thing?"
And we'd be like,
I would be
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm the cult leader.
When I was
motherfucker.
making the buttons, there was a mom and her kid who came over and looked at them and wondering what I was doing. I was like, "Oh, it's for our math club." Yeah,
That's so funny.
they bought it. They bought it.
Oh my god.
What were you gonna say if she asked what it was called? The fucking times table?
Well, that would have been good. I didn't think of that.
The terrific two.
No, instead I went with tiny table. I just replaced tumor with tiny. That's a good one. I gotta remember that next time. Times table. That's a good one.
God, yeah.
Yeah, they bought it. I don't know if they actually believed it, but they just left me.
They didn't question it.
My sister wants to get like not a group tattoo, but like a friend tattoo with her friends. But it's not the same. They all want to get like flowers together, like in the same style,
Aww.
but like different flowers.
I love that.
I'm not very interested in having color on my skin. I like the whole minimalist, just black thing.
That sounds like you, yeah. It makes a lot of sense. You're very aesthetic-y, and that's a very aesthetic style.
Yeah. I am a hoe for that aesthetic.
That's valid. What other questions have we been thinking about? If you could kill all the mosquitoes in the world, would you?
Absolutely. I mean, that would kind of really disrupt the
It really
ecosystem.
would.
But
If I could just make the population of mosquitoes like 25% smaller,
right. If I could just keep them away from me.
that's true. If they could invent like mosquito repellent, they do, but it's not effective. It needs to be better.
Ooh, this one's weird.
Okay.
What?
Do you believe in soulmates?
I don't think I do. I think some people are better suited to be with each other than other people. But I think like true love can be found and it can be made. You know? I don't think it's like a destiny thing that like one person is the only one for you. You know? I think you can be plenty happy with someone who you vibe with regardless of like destiny or whatever.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't think I don't know. Like soulmates is kind of an I don't know if I believe in like something that I guess determined by fate, because I don't even think I really believe in fate either. So it's like I think I believe you have more control than that, you know?
Yeah.
Because soulmates just feel so like, oh, they're put in this world for you and you have zero control over that. I feel like
You
there's
can't
some
choose to be happy with anyone else.
yeah. I mean, maybe like once two people who are obviously meant to be for each other or like but like that's obviously determined once they're together. You know, like it just
Right.
seems like they're unbelievably suited for each other, and of course this match makes a lot of sense. But soulmates just feels too uncontrolled, I guess. I don't know. Out of
Yeah.
our hands, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm too biased from watching The Good Place.
Aw.
But there was like a one scene where they were talking about soulmates, and it's like soulmates are not found, they're made.
Right.
And that's kind of where I lie. It's like it isn't really more of a fate thing. It's more of like you make it, and it's just that. Like you have to work towards it.
Yeah.
It doesn't just appear out of thin air.
Right.
Yeah. I don't really vibe with the whole like romanticization of it.
That's fair.
Like I think like soulmates as a concept perhaps is a thing. Like you just click with people, or maybe it's fate that you meet them, but it's not like you meet them and you're like that. Like there's some effort,
Yeah.
and I don't always believe that it's a romantic thing.
That's true too.
Funky.
Sometimes you just straight up vibe with people and it's
Yeah.
great. Like all of y'all. We be vibing.
We do. We be vibing.
Do you guys think that soulmates is like a strictly romantic concept, or can also be platonic?
Oh, definitely not. I think it's definitely something that could be like a platonic thing.
Yeah, I don't understand why soulmates has to be a romantic thing. Because, you know, your souls are meant for each other. That doesn't mean they're meant to with each other.
Yeah. Like, I also don't like the idea of like soulmates as like souls that were meant for each other is kind of weird. Because like, I always thought it was like more of like a, you just kind of click.
Right.
It's all about the vibes, man.
It's all about the
All about the
vibes.
The vibes rule us all.
You failed the vibe check. It's over, bro.
It's my greatest fear, failing the vibe check. If I have no vibes, who am I?
There's also the thing where it's like a soul mate, you know? Your soul doesn't really have like any sort of physical being, you know? So if your soul gets along with another soul, there's no way that it can be romantic in the sense of like, you know, making out. Yeah.
Romance doesn't have to be inherently like sexual. though.
That's true.
It's
That's
just,
true.
like,
But I don't think it's a requirement, you know?
That's true.
I'm in the boat where it's like, you know, there really isn't that much of a difference between like friendship love and romantic love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just love, dude.
Right.
I sounded high, but you know what I mean.
Just love.
It's just love.
Yeah.
You could do one drug with no consequences. Which drug would you do?
Ecstasy.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh
With-
my
if
God.
if I could be ensured that there is no consequences, I
Right.
don't get addicted, I don't die, I don't anything, like it's
Uh-huh.
completely safe, I do ecstasy.
Yeah. I do LSD.
I've never thought about this. I don't want to do any drugs.
Like if there were no negative
Yeah.
consequences.
Like you're completely safe.
Yeah, like absolutely nothing. No chance of addiction, no chance of overdose, no bad trips, nothing bad happens to you while you're on it. Which are all things that can happen, so don't
Yes,
do drugs,
so don't
kids.
do
I
drugs.
promise I will never do drugs. I don't think I can promise that. I don't know.
I don't even want to drink alcohol. Like,
Yeah,
that
Oh my
shit's
god,
scary.
me too.
So don't do ecstasy.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, I don't plan on doing anything.
I don't know. I feel like anything other than weed is just a no. Like weed is like the tamest.
What about you, DJ?
I don't know. Mate? Hello?
What was
The air conditioning turned off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe like LSD. Just to see what an acid trip would be like.
Right, yeah. We compare stuff to an acid trip a lot, but none of us have ever been on one, so. I was like asking that question.
what?
What
the
drug would
one?
you take? Yeah, with no consequences.
Would y'all be open to trying weed?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not a fan. I've always hated the idea of relying on something else for my, like, positive feelings. I've thankfully never had an issue, like, being happy without the need for any sort of substance, so, except for friendship. But,
My
And I
biggest
don't wanna
fear
start.
is who you become when you take that shit.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Yeah.
feeling of being out of control of who I am
Yeah.
and what I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, even, like, the more benign drugs, like weed and stuff, they can, if you take enough of them, you know,
Yeah, that'll fuck you up, yeah.
it's not, like, completely harmless.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than doing meth, but, you know.
Oh, definitely.
I'm of the opinion that weed is better than cigarettes, but it's still bad.
Right,
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Especially if
Totally.
you smoke it. Like,
Yeah.
I can't understand why anyone would smoke weed.
Yeah. just
Especially when you
fucking-
could eat a brownie.
Yeah, eat a
Yeah.
pop brownie. There
Yeah.
you go. I think for some people, though, they are transitioning over from smoking, so it's that action of smoking that probably
Right,
helps.
that's true too.
Which, like...
But for people
in
who
that case, I
aren't,
get it.
like, come on, man.
Yeah. I don't get vaping. I don't get it at all.
I don't
Neither do
either.
I.
Like, I don't get it.
It's just like it's been proven to be worse. Like not.
It's
Yeah.
literally,
beneficial to
in some
you.
cases, isn't it like literally worse than smoking?
Yeah, because there's so much nicotine in
Yeah.
it that like it's just really unhealthy.
Yeah, and it's like a gateway to smoking too.
yeah.
It's just like a way to give yourself a nicotine addiction.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's just like the stupidest thing that you could ever do. I don't understand people who do it. Like, oh, yeah, I got the pina colada flavor. Nicotine addiction tastes so good.
And popcorn lung.
I love ruining my body. I don't know. Drugs and alcohol in and of themselves just like
They scare me.
scare me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a little message pop up in your phone, DJ?
We're good.
I'm just thinking back to that time with the keys. No, wait, and you locked yourself out of your phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you were trying to get home.
was that?
You were
my
like Siri
birthday?
texting
It
your
was.
mom.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
That was so funny. Was that the first episode?
Yes, it was.
It
Oh
was.
my god. Oh, good.
What a time.
That night.
Oh my god.
Good
Fucking
memory.
time.
What a time. Oh wow.
Oh, what a time.
It's been a long time since then.
It really has.
That's so weird.
My
What?
voice was so high.
What'd
What did you say?
My voice was so high. Like,
Oh, from senior year? Really?
Yeah, I think we all had a bit of a voice drop.
it is a considerable difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, every time I watch episode 7, which is at the second time we're at Steak and Shake, it is considerably lower than the first episode.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to Steak and Shake.
Welcome to Tiny Tumor. Hi.
Hello. We're back at Steak and Shake. What is this, the 11th episode?
Definitely not.
We'll figure that out later.
We've completed
the circle.
I don't.
I guess you are
Interesting.
going through puberty, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Have you grown?
I think so.
I haven't grown since like sophomore year.
Me too.
I don't know. So far, I'm still taller than Kay. She's still salty that.
You'll probably be taller than her then.
Oh,
'cause
for
she's
real?
probably
No.
getting close to done.
There was like a couple of years when I was taller than him, and I was so proud of it. Now I'm just fucking mad.
You with my brother, dude. Yeah. Brother's so tall, man.
You do have a very tall brother.
At least
Sophia's
I'm
going to
not.
be taller than me in like a year.
Aww.
Alex is still short, but he hasn't started puberty yet, so.
Genetics are crazy.
Uh-huh. My poor parents. Alex and Sophia are going to be going through puberty at the same time. Yikes.
No, my god, my parents, my sister turned 18, and then I turned like 13. So like,
Oh.
they had teenagers for like 12 years straight,
Oh my gosh.
14 years straight. Yikes.
Teenagers. We are still teens, but it's not a good time.
My parents are going to have teenagers for, let's see. Because my brother I'm still a teenager, and my brother just became a teenager last year. So, and then my sister will be a teenager next year. So, when did I become a teenager? How old am I? 6 years ago. 6 plus 8. That's like, what's math?
14.
Like 14 years of teenagers.
Jesus, dang.
Yeah,
Is there 7 years between you and your sister?
there are, yes.
That's the same age gap between me and my sister.
Yeah.
Aw. You guys both have very different sibling relationships, though. Like,
Yeah.
you're actually friends, Sophia, and you're like, have
My
this
sister,
love-hate thing going
my
on.
sister is my best friend, but I hate her. Like that's our relationship.
Uh-huh.
Like, we won't talk for like 3 days, but then we'll sit and cry to a movie together.
Aw.
That's how our siblinghood works.
Yeah. My sister and I, under different circumstances, would not be friends at all. Like, we wouldn't be friends. She's like in the popular crowd, you know, likes to dress up and wear makeup, you know, gets Slurpees with her friends, is on
Aw.
TikTok.
Like, she makes them?
Yeah.
Nice. I guess that
Not
makes
all the
sense.
time, but just like the dances and whatnot. So, and her personality is just like so different from mine. Like, I'm not a very loud person unless I am in specific circumstances, but my sister is just loud all the time. All the time. And she's like super volatile emotionally. Me, it takes a lot to get me like angry, but like the smallest thing will set my sister off. Like, we're just incredibly different. It's very strange. So, sometimes I wonder how we're even related. We don't even really look that much alike. So, but I don't know. We get along pretty well most of the time. And if we do fight, we make up. So we steal each other's clothes, which is kind of sad because she's 12. But she stole my shirt the other day. So
At least she's not like in a justice phase or something.
That's true. She grew out of the justice phase. So
Justice phase.
I'm really happy my mom never made me wear Justice.
I voluntarily went to justice.
Me too.
I did not like Justice. It like
But that's because you're emo.
that's
Yes.
so true.
We were sparkly little princess children.
Yeah.
I was when I was a little kid though.
Justice wasn't really a thing when we were little kids, though.
No, it was very like early.
Yeah, it came
middle
out when we
school.
were like preteens.
Mhm.
Yeah, but when I was like a little probably like elementary school to like maybe first or second grade, I was so fucking girly. I don't know what happened.
What TV show did you watch?
Ooh, I don't know, probably like Avatar. But like, my sister told me that she always thought that I was gonna be one of those like fucking preppy cheerleader kind of girls, and I just like flipped a switch.
Wonder if that'll happen to my sister.
Maybe.
My sister is a preppy cheerleader girl. She's on the cheerleading squad.
Yeah, that was funny coming from my sister who was actually a cheerleader. And my sister was a cheerleader for like 2 years.
And my sister's a cheerleader who watches Riverdale. So,
Interesting. Like, weird. I wonder if like when she grows up, because like that seems very middle school to me. So like, Riverdale's not middle school.
no, it's
Not
not.
at
I
all,
still don't
but,
know why
like-
she's watching it.
But like the preppy, like in with the popular crowd, I guess cheerleader stuff. Like I wonder if like
Yeah.
you guys will grow to be more similar when she gets older. Like maybe it's just a generational like.
Right. Well, not
Yeah.
that far apart, you know.
No, but like I feel like it's still enough to where you're in such different places in your lives that
That
like,
is true.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like,
Yeah, my sister and I were we're the same age gap, and it's just so different.
yeah,
7 years. Like, it doesn't feel like a lot, but like
Right.
that's a whole last generation.
right. Because I mean, I've also gone through puberty and I've matured a lot since I was 12,
Yeah.
obviously.
We're all
So-
stupid when we're 12.
We are
Yeah,
so
we're all so
stupid.
dumb and cringy.
Who is setting up fireworks at 11:30 p.m.?
Someone who's bored and has fireworks.
I will never forget when I stayed over in MacLeod for Christmas. When we were there for Christmas, it was the first time I had experienced Christmas there, and the fireworks are nuts. I almost got hit with one.
Wow.
Yeah. But like the fireworks are nuts over there. Like they don't give a fuck.
I'm sure they're less illegal. Or more illegal. More legal. So, air conditioner again.
Murderer.
I really hope not. I'd
Just
like
a
to
man
get
with an
home.
axe comes out of the trees.
I mean, it's probable there could be an axe dude in the trees.
Axe man, please don't kill us.
Well, those trees, there's a fence. You know, like because that hits a creek. So
Right, the creek.
yeah, there's this stupid wire fence. It's baby, but there's a really sharp incline, like or
Baby.
decline, I guess, when it's something. So
Wire cutters.
yeah, I guess we would definitely hear them though. Like it would. There's no way you could get from that side
What's
over
that
a fence
noise?
down into a creek
Go check
up
it
over
out.
our fence. Maybe I mean, someone could literally walk in over there. We don't have a fence over there.
Oh,
Also a good
shit.
point.
But I don't know. We would definitely
Just
see.
man with an axe.
I guess.
Yeah, Karina would see them. Unless
Karina
someone
would-
came from that direction.
There's a fence over there too.
Hop it.
It's it's a thick wire one. They could, possibly. I don't know. I feel very safe in my neighborhood. So.
Yeah.
Oh, what were you?
If anyone comes, we set a stick on fire and poke them with it.
My dad's fire stick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good weapon, not gonna lie.
Okay. Someone starts
I don't
screaming.
have my keys on me, so I don't have any
You
protection.
can go. Oh, we have the.
Though, yeah, the
We have
fire
the fire
tongs. We stick
sticks.
them in the fire.
Oh,
Mhm.
just stab him.
Yeah. Unless he's got a gun, in which case we're screwed.
Oh yeah, if he has a gun, we're fucked.
In that case, I guess we just run. Somewhere, I don't know where.
I could go inside my house, but I don't know if that's safe.
Yeah.
The safest option. We could try climbing the fence and
We'd
getting
hop
out
the
that
fence,
way.
yeah, run behind the
Because
shed.
they
climb
don't
the
have a fence to my left, so we could really just yeet our way downtown.
Mew.
Right.
It's good to have an escape plan.
Hopefully we'll never have to use that.
We could hit them with a burning log.
Right.
We could just chuck it.
Set the lawn on fire.
You
Just
know, I
fucking
mean,
run.
if it gets them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck some burning logs at him.
Chuck some burning logs. It worked in The Lion King too. I mean, it could work here.
The Lion King 2 is so underrated.
It is.
It's so
it
good.
deserves better.
So good.
It's pretty good. Is it the best of the Disney sequels?
No.
No?
Or-
What's better?
Toy Story 2.
Eh,
I never really cared for Toy Story.
I don't
it
know.
was fun, but
That
like,
the scene about reminiscing with Jesse.
oh yeah, that
always
made me
gets me
cry.
crying
That
every
shit makes
time.
me weep.
Honestly, Toy Story 4 should not have happened.
I've never seen it. Was
I
It looks
don't-
good.
I don't think it's bad. Like, it's a good movie
not-
objectively.
And it looks great.
Yeah, and the animation is great.
It
But
just
like,
doesn't feel like Toy Story. It's like Woody's spin-off.
Oh, is
Right,
it?
but it just like, the ending of the third movie was just so
Perfect.
perfect.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just didn't want anything to change that.
It was a money grab, probably.
It
Yeah,
was.
Shit.
It was a well done money grab. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
there
honest.
was effort, but I just don't know if it was completely necessary.
It was not necessary. The ending was just perfect.
It
Like
made
it
so
was
much
gorgeous.
sense.
Yeah. My parents like cried because my sister is like the same age as Andy, and she was going to
Aw.
college that year, and they like got emotional.
Aww.
Mostly my
The
mom.
ending was just it was
So
so perfect. Again, is that like 5?
Probably, I don't know.
What's y'all's favorite Disney movie?
Good question.
Well, give me parameters.
Star Wars. I'm kidding.
Oh, good God!
Not that doesn't count.
Do you mean like classic Disney, like 2D animation, like not really? 'Cause Tangled could be in
2D
there,
slash
but
3D.
Yeah.
So like the Disney films, like
Right. Yeah. Not even Disney.
not
Pixar.
like Disney owns it.
Right.
Well, no, I mean like, do you mean like specifically like Disney princesses? Because those are like,
No.
or do you mean like the
Just like-
rescuers?
Like a Disney movie.
I'm trying to think. I was like Beauty and the Beast a lot.
Yeah, this was good. Hunchback of
Yes.
Notre Dame. Hit
Oh
really
my
good.
God,
such
that
a
is
good
such a good one.
Okay. Every time I watch that movie though, like the villain dude reminds me of Trump.
Oh yeah.
Like very
100.
strongly.
Oh damn, yeah.
But like now that
never
I'm
really
thinking
thought about
about it,
that.
that gives him too much credit.
Yeah.
Trump or Frollo?
Trump.
Frollo's a really
like-
good villain.
It's
Uh-huh.
like Frollo is what would happen if Trump were like smart and sinister
Right. Yeah.
instead of just being a dumbass.
Right.
Yeah.
So just being like,
Pence?
maybe.
I love that gay guy who looks like Mike Pence, and he's like going around raising charity money. That guy's an absolute icon.
I haven't seen anything about that, but that sounds amazing.
There's the guy, he's gay, but he looks so much like Mike Pence. He runs around with like tiny pants. Trying
That's
to-
just commendable.
He
in
raises
itself.
money for like queer charities. It's kind of amazing.
Disney's just so broad. I don't know if I
I
could
know.
ever pick one definitive.
I think mine might be Notre Dame.
That one just
It's
hits.
so good.
It's so good. Notre Dame 2 can die in a fire.
No.
Oh god.
But
But like, I don't know. I just love the music.
so
It like hits your heart in a certain way.
yeah.
yeah. Have you ever listened to they did like I don't know if it's a Broadway recording, but they did a
They
musical.
did it's like a
cast
musical.
recording of just Notre Dame. And
Yeah.
It's musical.
It's
so
beautiful. It's so good.
good. So good.
Have y'all seen the Hamilton recording?
Not yet.
Oh my god, my sister and I stayed up. It came out at like 3 in the morning here.
Oh my god.
So we stayed up till it was out, and then we watched it. And then we went to sleep at like 6 in the morning.
Not surprising for you.
No.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Aw.
everything I wanted.
That's amazing. How about you, DJ? What about you? You're the movie.
I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Valid.
Because, like, I wasn't a big Disney movie fan. I've only ever seen them, like, once or twice. Like, the only one I can think of is just because it's Kay's favorite movie, which is Ratatouille. So, like,
Such a good one.
like, she's seen it enough times that she, like, knows what happens when a certain soundtrack piece plays. And because I've seen it so many times with her, I can do the same thing.
That's my favorite.
That
still.
one like scene where he like eats the cheese and the strawberry at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's
Mesmerizing.
just really satisfying to me.
It's very sexual.
Yeah.
Like, in a weird way. Which, like, I guess food is kind of sexual.
It is.
Which is
It can
weird.
be,
It
in
can
certain
be. It doesn't have to be,
contexts,
but
but
it can be.
You can very much enjoy food without it.
Especially when you, like France.
Especially
is
when you
just-
France.
Especially when France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, France.
Oh, France.
They're an interesting country.
I want to be there. I want to go there.
I would love to go to Paris. Or just really anywhere in France.
I'd love to go there, but I would immediately get lost, and I don't know French, so I'd die.
Yeah. we have
I've
to
lost
take
my ability
DJ.
to speak French.
What? Oh, no.
Dude,
DJ, where's your Duolingo?
where'd you
Gone.
Duolingo go?
I don't use Duolingo.
Get it back.
How, DJ? How could you lose it?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't been able to take any French classes because of all my major requirements just being like, here you go, graphic design stuff. So yeah, I mean, occasionally I just try to have like a fake conversation in my head. But then sometimes there'd be like words that I'd get to, like that I can't pronounce anymore, like those weird ones with like an R, where it sounds like the sound is like has to come from the back of your throat, and I just can't do it anymore.
What I do to make sure I can still speak Spanish, which, like, I have, like, a weird fear of, like, losing my ability to speak Spanish. I don't know. But, like, I'll watch movies just in Spanish. Like, it's a Disney movie, but I'll just watch it in Spanish. Just to make sure I still remember what the words are.
Oh, for me with Tagalog, I just try to imagine what I'd say to a relative if they asked me.
That's so real.
Like if they had to talk to me if I went to the Philippines, I'd have to be ready with like a certain phrase that I can just be like, oh, yep, I'm saying this, that. So I don't have to like think on the fly.
I forgot how much, like, physical brain power it takes to, like, hop between languages sometimes. Because once my uncle and his family left, I was just like, oh my god, I can breathe. Because, like, they just talk in Spanish all the time. And, like, they're trying to learn English, but, like, it's just easier functionally to speak in Spanish because that's what they know easier. And, like, oh my god, that's a lot of brain power.
Shannon and I cannot relate. But we support you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Learning languages are very hard.
Yeah, that's
It's very easy to lose it.
I don't think most people's brains are like wired to really know super well more than one language. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know.
Unless you're just like,
I think it's definitely easier to learn two when you're a kid.
yeah,
Because
Yeah.
your brain is plastic.
Right.
Because your brain's plastic.
yeah, because like I grew up with my parents always speaking Tagalog, and like my dad had a rule for us that like you're not allowed to speak English until you're 12. But because we were in school, that didn't really work so well. So he's like, yeah, okay. As soon as we hit 12, I was like, can I speak English now? But he was like, because we like at school, they obviously don't speak Tagalog. He was like, yeah, you can just speak whatever. But because they always spoke it at the house, I just know how to like fluently understand it. I just can't speak it fluently.
I feel that, like, you understand it, but you respond in English.
Yeah, I can like you can understand
That's
it
my life.
perfectly. Like you know exactly what they're saying, but it's like, yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Maybe I do, but like not the whole thing.
Yeah, when I was a kid, it's so funny because there's videos of me when I was a little baby, and I'm spitting out Spanish. And I knew Spanish so well when I was a baby, and that was like my first language. But when I started going to school, and when my sister started going to school, they realized that, like, especially with my sister, that it's so hard to keep both of them in the American school system. So they just kind of were like, we're not going to teach you Spanish anymore until you got the English down.
Yeah, I had to
Because
go
it's
to
more
ELL
valuable.
because I had originally started school with Tagalog, and I didn't know any English, so I had to go to like ELL classes just to learn English.
I did those in preschool. Yeah, they put me in a class in preschool where like half the day was in Spanish and half the day was in English. Didn't we go to the same preschool?
Yes, we did. We just never met
That's so weird.
because we were on the opposite sides of the school.
Yeah, you were in the morning, I was in the afternoon.
That's cute. I don't know why that is. I don't know why I said that actually. But
No, it's weird because my mom's uncle, my tío, is my tío Santos. His last name is Santos,
right.
and that just kind of blew my mind for a minute when I realized that.
DJ's your cousin.
And what's that? That's on European colonization, baby.
Isn't it crazy to think about, like, the events that led us to being together and friends? And, like,
That's so weird.
like what pieces had to go
I
fit
mean,
together?
Green and I have been friends for like literally over a decade now.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Which is
yeah.
nuts.
First grade. That's so fucking weird. Oh my god.
But even, like, in high school, like, junior year, we just, like, found each other, even though
Right.
we've always known each other. Not always,
I knew
but-
Shannon since like middle school,
Yeah.
and you came to my birthday party 6th grade.
We were, like, in the same friend group.
Yeah, we just never really hung out.
We never did, no. I got you a Secret Santa gift one year.
I think we did. Yeah.
It was cookies and cream Hershey.
I was obsessed with those as a child.
Yeah. Yeah, and you were like, oh my god! And I gave it to you in the school cafeteria.
I think I remember that now. Oh my god.
Yeah. Because it was like winter and like everybody was in their cafeteria tables.
No idea who I got or what I got them.
I don't know. I don't even remember what I got. Yeah.
You just remember giving me Oreo cookies
I do.
or
Yeah.
cookies and cream Hershey's?
Yeah, that's just an explicit like memory in my brain for some reason.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's so weird thinking of the chain of events that had to happen for us to become friends.
I
Right.
know.
Like, it weirds me out.
Should we map it out? Like, what happened?
Well, how far back? Are
Well,
we
my
going?
parents came to the U.S.
I was like,
I was like, I mean, we could start for freshman year, but we became actual friends in junior
Yeah,
year.
because like in high school.
We became friends in Miss Abdullah's math class.
Oh, yeah, she
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, because in high school.
She was a bitch. We were the only reason I stayed away.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, my
Uh,
God. Dude, me
Like,
too, though.
she was a nice person,
She was
but she's
really great
not a
person.
great teacher.
oh yeah.
No,
I learned
she
nothing in
can't
that
teach.
class.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And because we had an hour and a half with her, a whole 90
Yeah.
minutes.
I
And
could not do
just-
that. Ma'am, no thank you.
Taylor and I would sit in the back corner and just like goof off.
We were in the front. And I
Yeah,
don't know
we were
how
in
she
front
didn't
and
catch
we'd
us.
still fuck around.
We would.
Oh.
She never said anything to us, though.
Yeah.
Maybe because we were, like, the good kids.
Yeah, because we got our work done.
We really did, yeah.
It was just kind of shitty, at least on my part, because
Yeah.
I'm bad at math.
Oh, my God. No, you're not bad at
I'm bad at math.
You were fine.
I'm
You're functional.
fiscally average at math.
That's fine. Oh, my God. Remember junior year math class? Pre-calc?
Yeah,
Pre-calc, yeah.
that was something.
It was pretty good most of the time. Do you disagree? I liked our teacher a lot,
Who'd you have?
He
Gonzalez.
he weirded me out, and my sister had him when she was a teenager, and he was like kind of ableist. Like, he would make fun of
Oh.
autistic people,
Yikes.
which was like not great. So I was already kind of biased against him.
What was the name of my junior year math teacher? I don't even remember.
Did you have
Was it-
Rodriguez?
No.
It was
had
the
the
white
dude.
guy. I was in your
Yeah.
class for like a
Mr.
minute,
Weber.
but I was too
Mr.
too
Weber.
stupid.
It was me, Sarah, and Em in that class, and we either made his life hell or brought joy to it. I'm not sure which.
Maybe it was
But it was
both.
a good time for us. Oh my god, we had a party in that class every single day. We would like tell him jokes, and he would tell us jokes, and then he'd like give us time to work on stuff, and me and Sarah would be like in fits of laughter by the end of the period, no matter what was happening. It was a wild time. That was a good time.
Oh my god, one of my favorite parts about junior year was us sitting next to each other in A-Push.
Yeah.
That was such a good time.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. I loved A-Push.
Yeah.
She was such a good teacher.
Mrs. Delgado.
Miss Delgado was dope.
Heck yeah. Man, I forgot A-Push was a thing.
Remember our library lunch table?
Oh
That
my
was
god.
the best. The original
The
tumor table.
original tumor table. Oh, that
Tumor
was so
Table
good.
Beta.
Yeah. When our chairs actually had backs.
We could actually eat it in the library. That was so sad when they kicked us out.
I know.
So rude.
It was the worst.
Where did we even go after that?
The commons.
The foyer?
Foyer.
We went to the
we-
lunchroom for like one day and we were like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Didn't
no.
we like hang out in the orchestra room, quote unquote staff room for a bit?
Yeah, but that
They kind of shut that down though.
they
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
That was the first place we hung out, remember?
Yeah.
In the teacher's lounge / orchestra
Oh my
room, and then
Yeah.
we had that
Mrs.
cuddle session.
right,
Yeah,
yeah, and
that
then
was
Mrs.
fun.
Strubing was like, get out, and then we were like, okay, and then we went to the library, and then we
Yeah.
went to the commons.
Yeah.
So, and then we stayed there.
We stayed in the commons, yeah. Because it just made the most sense for our configuration of friends.
It did.
Yeah,
It really
We
did.
just fit there better.
It was nice.
DJ, are you drowning in smoke?
A little bit.
You're allowed to move. You don't have to stay there.
No, it's fine. It keeps the bugs away.
But it suffocates you to death.
I mean, I'm still fine.
If you die of smoke inhalation, it's not my fault.
If you
Okay.
die, I'll kill you.
If
If you die, that's illegal. We'll have to try your dead body, and you'll be found guilty.
We'll
'cause you'll be
summon
dead.
your ghost from the dead. And we'll try you, and then we'll
get
kill
Gabby,
you.
Yes.
and she'll raise you from the dead so we can put you on trial.
We'll sentence you to death for dying.
You died, not allowed.
Yes.
Die again. Man, you're really getting smoked out over there.
Dude, move over at least a little bit.
I
like
will
this
stand
kid.
my ground.
DJ, you're going to die.
Don't fucking die, my dude.
It's gonna be die.
This is literally the #1 rule of our cult. You're not allowed
Your
to
parents
die.
are gonna think we like hotboxed you or
No,
something.
that's fine.
Oh my god. You're gonna come home and
This happened more often as a kid when we had like a fire pit.
You're used to smoke inhalation.
It was mostly getting smoke in the eyes.
DJ, please.
I love the scent of campfire smoke, though.
It's good, but when it's like that,
Yeah, not in
No
your
bueno.
face,
I'm not a
but
fan.
like I love when it just kind of clings to my clothes.
That's fair.
I like smelling them.
To be honest, this was a little bit of a sad bonfire.
Sorry.
It was kind of small.
It was pretty tiny.
That's okay though. I didn't need like a roaring fire.
It's
It's
still
true.
kicking.
It's not like we made like an abundance of s'mores. We
Right.
like made one.
The fire's for the company.
It is.
Yes. And to stare at.
I mean, we could always do this again and try and top ourselves. So
Also a good point. See how much of the lawn we can set on fire.
as long as it's not my house.
Chimney.
Chimney time.
Ooh.
I told my mom I'd be home by midnight, and that's in 7 minutes.
Ah, yeah.
So I should probably
Hit it.
head out, as they say.
Yeah, I think I should probably go too.
I'm gonna
Okay.
text my sister.
Do you need a ride? I can drop you off.
Okay.
Alright, this has been the first episode since quarantine.
Oh.
Good night.
Good night.
Sorry, me again.